Hello, everyone. My name is Chlo'e Edwards at Voices for Virginia's Children. I'm a policy analyst and the coordinator of the Racial Truth and Reconciliation Virginia campaign. Thank you for allowing me to share my personal identities that shape the great passion for the professional work I do here at Voices for Virginia's Children. I was born in Richmond, Virginia. I am a cis, educated Black woman, one of two people in my family with a master's degree and a professional in the policy and advocacy field. Like many Black people, I do not know where I am from precisely, but I do hope to find and visit home one day. I was raised by a single mother and I'm a triplet. Growing up, my mother was in survival mode and made it a goal to provide three things: food, clothing, and shelter. She was raised in the projects and cleaned houses for a wealthy white man in the suburbs. After that experience, she made it a goal to raise her children in the West End so that we could have access to better schools. We were poor and often learned to live without. It humbled us. I remember playing Connect 4 in the dark with flashlights. I remember stuffing a half gallon of ice cream down my throat so that it wouldn't go bad when the electricity was shut off. One of my favorite Christmases was one in which we were challenged to pick one toy from under the tree. Now, we had several donated from Angel Tree, but no heat. While blowing clouds of smoke into the air, I decided to choose a vacuum cleaner. I then spent Christmas at my Nana's house and helped her clean. As triplets, we always had each other, but sometimes it felt like we were alone. Later on in my childhood, I witnessed my biological father endure the cycle of substance use and incarceration, and my mother cope with mental health challenges. She was often on edge and faced extreme paranoia. There were times where we were locked inside of the house with windows glued down and no way to get out. Today, I still have a mark under my chin from being beat with a high-heeled shoe. One day, I ran away from home wearing Black shorts, Timberlands, and a pink camisole in the middle of December. I called the police asking for help, which took a great deal of courage, as in my childhood, the police were constantly locking my biological father up. Yet I was told by the white male police officer that he used to be a rebellious child like me, and he learned to be quiet. After returning home, I was kicked out with no clothes and told that they would be donated to the Goodwill. Later, I entered kinship foster care. Now, not all of my siblings were willing to speak. Therefore, we were separated. I witnessed the lack of resources that kinship parents receive in comparison to foster care parents. But I've always been a natural leader. In my childhood, I was Mama Chloe. I don't remember being a child. I specialize in all that I have gone through. My lived experience of PTSD directly informs my passion to combat cultural, racial, and historical trauma. I advocate for community health and wealth, trauma-informed care, racial equity, and justice. I've been the youngest in any profession I have worked in. Oftentimes, my ideas are undervalued and my credibility is challenged, yet I am often the only Black woman with a seat at a table, and it's imperative that I use my voice. I've learned to value my gut. I'm forward-thinking, my ideas are innovative and progressive. I often challenge traditional practices so that conditions that maintain oppression are no longer sustained. I envision the directions organizations I have worked at need to go in before others do. Now, advocating for justice is a trauma on its own, as I am constantly in a space where I'm moving mountains of oppression in the spirit of good trouble. Yet I stand on the shoulders of my ancestry and tread the paths that others have created for me. I am the proud founder and coordinator of the Racial Truth and Reconciliation Virginia campaign here at Voices. I am the president of Black Lives Matter 804. I am a board member of Performing Statistics and I'm Just Me Movement. I serve as the hub of several community brands, including Boss Folks Vibes. I am an agent of change. Thank you for allowing me to share my story with you.